Hi guys, lovely to meet you. I am Miriam. How are you today? Fall is around the corner and I have created this fall makeup inspired look. I hope you guys like it. But before we get into that, that's the giveaway for you guys. This lovely palette, Feel Your Power palette. There are 3 things you have to do to enter this giveaway. So the first is you have to like this video, and the second is subscribe to Love's YouTube channel, and the third, you have to comment below who is your favorite makeup inspiration and why. Let's get started. We're gonna start with the base right now. I'm gonna start out with the PERFECTitude Hyaluronic Serum Primer. I'm actually more dry in the center of my face, so I'm really focusing on the center. I'm gonna go in with another primer in a second. So it's very common to have combination skin. I have combination skin. Now I'm gonna go in with the Mattifying primer. I'm really oily on the forehead, the nose tip, so I'm gonna focus on those areas. And you can even see my shine right now. And let's see how it works. We should see a transformation immediately. I get mattified. So do you see how it instantly mattified me? That's really gonna help me out during the day when I wear my makeup. I'm gonna go in with the LOVtime Long Lasting Foundation. And my color is Warm Amber number 080. So I'm gonna start out with 1 pump and see how far it takes me. Sometimes I take 1 to 2 depending on my skin. So I have squeezed out 1 pump of the foundation. I'm gonna start that with a foundation brush. And I'm gonna focus on the center of my face. So I'm doing very small motions right now. I'm stippling into my skin. And this one has a, I would say like a light to medium finish, which I prefer. You could already tell the difference from this side to the other side. And the reason why I'm using a brush at the moment is because sometimes when I do use a sponge, I do feel like it soaks up a lot of the product, and I feel like I have more control with this brush actually. It's more flat, it's easy to work around, especially around the nose area, under the eyes, around the mouth. You can build the foundation up if you want to, if you want a more high coverage. I think I actually like it like this. That was the foundation. Let's get on with the concealer. I'm gonna use the EFFECTful Concealer Pen. I'm gonna focus on my eyes. I tend to be a little bit dark under the eyes, especially when I'm tired in the morning. So a concealer really helps me. I always tend to start at the bridge of the nose and falling under my eyes. So this concealer is really light, which is perfect for me because I am more dry under the eyes. If I wear anything too heavy underneath the eyes, it's gonna look cakey really fast. And you know, it is getting more cold now. It is September, and usually during autumn, winter, everyone almost gets a little bit more dry, so you need something more hydrating. So I would definitely recommend that concealer. Other places I put my concealer is at the bridge of my nose. So this one, you know, to snatch it just a little bit, you know what I mean? You could also use your finger. So far so good. So as mentioned like 1,000 times, I have a little bit more dry skin, so I don't want to focus too much on the powder. I'm gonna focus the powder on where I get more oily. If you do remember where I put my mattifying primer, it was on my forehead and my nose tip. So I'm gonna focus the powder there. So I'll be using the PERFECTitude Translucent Loose Powder. I'm gonna use a brush that's a little bit more fluffy to catch gel. Just tap off the excess. Oh, maybe that's a little too much. You can definitely see the difference, can't you? All right. I'm gonna use the shade Glow Face Palette. There's actually one thing I haven't done yet, and I think you might know it. It's a little contour, right? I do have a little chubby cheeks, you know, so I like to use a little bit contour, so this bronzer will actually help me. I want to be more precise, so I need a brush that's a little bit more firm. I'm gonna go in with this one, a dual one. Gonna pick up just a little product. You know, it's always good to use a little product and then you can actually build up. You know, you don't want to look too crazy to begin with. It's always harder to try to fix that later, you know what I mean? And as you can see, I'm also putting the bronzer at the perimeter of my face. I have a large forehead and I always contour it. I'm embracing my forehead. Amen. I actually really like this bronzer. It's not too much. It's very natural and it's a very cool tone, so it's perfect. And the last part is my nose. I want my nose to be a bit more snatched. Go in with the same bronzer. Tap off the excess as usual. Alongside my bridge. It will give me more definition to my nose. And I just love that look. You know what? We might as well go in with a blush immediately. So I'm gonna go in with the shimmer blush and the satin blush, and I'm gonna do a little mix. And this is just gonna give me a little bit more color. I don't want it to be too crazy or anything. And if you do notice while I'm applying my makeup, it's like I'm giving this tiny smile, like, and that helps me kind of lift my cheeks so I know where to place my blush. So this will give a little bit more sexy look. If you want it to just be really cute, you just tap it on the actual cheeks. Alright, we've basically finished the face and I'm gonna continue doing the eyes now. And then at the end, I'm gonna do a little highlight and a little, you know. So the first thing is the eye primer. So it's the PERFECTitude eye primer. So I'm gonna squeeze a little amount as well. You don't need too much when we're dealing with an eye primer. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Just gonna blend it out on my eyes. Fall is around. I wanna do like a inspired fall look. I'm gonna use some very, very nice brown tones. And I'm gonna use a yellow pop, which is gorgeous, guys. So I'm gonna use two eyeshadow palettes that are amazing, guys. The first one is called Feel Your Power. And the other one is called Dare to Dare. So I'm gonna use an eyeshadow brush. So the first one is Feel Your Power. Oh my god, so gorgeous. So I'm gonna use the first one as my base, which is a Dependence. I'm using just a little bit more. So what I'm doing is, it's almost using a powder. I just basically want a base. And the reason why I want that is just so everything is even before I start with the actual eyeshadows. I'm gonna use a blending brush right now. I'm gonna I'm gonna use some of the darker browns. Obviously, if you're my shade, go in with opinion. If you do have a lighter complexion, you start off with Freedom, Alternative, Option. So depending on your skin tone, you just pick up, because you don't want to do too dark to begin with. I'm gonna pick up just a tiny bit of that. So what I'm actually doing is I'm creating a crease that's giving more depth to the eyes, as you can see. And you want to do the same on the other eye. It's just really nice. It's really nice. Obviously it is a deeper crease color, but basically it's up to you. Do as you want, feel free. I'm gonna go in with a blending brush that has no product on it, just to make sure that there's no harsh edges. It looks all smooth and really nice. I'm gonna go in with the same eyeshadow brush as before, and I'm gonna pick up a way darker brown, so the one next to it individually is a perfect tone. And what I'm gonna do with this one is I'm gonna start from the outer corner, and I'm just gonna place where I want the color. Gonna go in with the blending brush I use for my crease and blend it. So we're doing like a nice washed out smoky eye. Gonna do the same on the other eye. Pick up the individually dark brown color and just stamp it at the outer corner of my eye. I'm gonna pick up a really pretty golden color. It's called Bossy from the Dare to Dare palette. I'm so excited for this color because it's so beautiful. I want this at the center of my lids. I picked up a tiny amount. Do you see, guys, how popping this is? So amazing. I almost don't have any product on. So I'm gonna start at the center of my lid. I'm gonna go towards the inner corner of my eye. So what I did is I applied the Bossy eyeshadow directly on my eyelid. I'm gonna give you a little trick and I wanna see if it actually makes a difference. So I'm picking up some of the Bossy, tapping off the excess. I'm gonna go in with the PERFECTitude 3-in-1 matte and fix spray. I'm gonna spray. Ooh. This is amazing because I will not have any fallout. I did see a tiny bit of fallout over here, so you just need to use the fix spray. It's not a must, but that's the way I want to do it. It is gorgeous. Actually, because I used the fixed spray on the left eye, you can actually see that it's way more popping over here, and I definitely want the same for the other eye. Just making sure everything is nice and blended. Gonna go in with the blending brush once again. Blend any harsh lines, anything. And we are ready to go to the next yellow, very beautiful tone. It is called Confidence, and it's from the Feel Your Power palette. I'm gonna do the same trick. Pick up a little product, spray, my fix spray, and apply it on the inner corner. Do you see that? That is a pop. Oh my God, that's amazing. That is amazing. I love that. We're gonna work under the eyes right now. I'm gonna use Independent, which is a very lovely chocolate brown. I'm picking up the same eyeshadow brush. Gonna use it under the eyes, just to give that definition. Yes, I love this color, it's amazing. Yes, nice and smoky. So now I'm basically finished with my smoky eyes, and I'm gonna apply some mascara, some lashes. But before I do that, let's do some brows, and I'm gonna use the BROWttitude eyebrow contouring palette. And as you can actually see, I do have rather full brows, so I'm not gonna go too crazy, but as you can see here, there are different colors, and I'm gonna go in with the cool tone, the one just in the middle, with the angle brush that actually is a part of this package. The way I do my brows is I'll take my angle brush and I'm gonna start filling out from the bottom. And then we're gonna go in with the mascara, and today I have the BestDressed 24 Long Wear Volume Mascara. This is an amazing mascara. Do you see the difference? Honestly, sometimes I have a hard time picking up mascaras because my eyelashes are very thin and they have a very harsh bend to it. And this one, oh my God, I barely did nothing. I am gonna wear lashes so I don't have to build it up too much. So I just popped on some pair of lashes and I feel very fierce now. I'm gonna go in with a beautiful highlighter, and it's called Speak Up. I'm gonna go in with the color Say. And gonna put a little bit on my angle brush, tap off the excess. ding, ding. And let's see how it looks. Gorgeous. I don't want it to look like a stripe that just goes down. Use your index finger and just smooth it on top so we don't have any harsh lines. And blend the edges. And you can see how beautiful that is. I'm gonna go in with a very beautiful lip liner. And guess what? I am shook, guys, because my name is Miriam. As you remember in the beginning, I said that. And this lip liner is called 100% Miriam. What? I am surprised. But you know what? That means this is my shade, obviously. And it's such a beautiful shade. It's like almost like a dark pinkish brown. I'm gonna outline my lips with that. And I'm gonna top it up with some liquid lipstick. So let's get going. I'm gonna go with the MATTdevotion liquid lipstick. This shade is called 750 Unconditional. I want some dimension to my lips, so I'm gonna go in with the lighter shade liquid lipstick, and it's called Loyalist. I'm gonna pop this color at the center of my lips. We have a look, guys. So I am done with my makeup, but wait a minute. We need to set my makeup so it actually lasts all day. So I'm gonna go in again with the PERFECTitude, and it's 3-in-1 matte and fix spray. I'm gonna swim in it. Smells lovely. All right, guys. So this was the fall inspired makeup look. I hope you guys love it just as much as I love it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell. And last but not least, remember to enter the giveaway. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.